Hello traders, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your boy Young FX, and this is the ninth edition of my weekly outlooks and trading setups. I hope you all having a great weekend. Last week was very rough week for me, as I may say. You know, talking about the fundamentals, the CPIs and the interest rates and the monetary policies of some of other pairs. Most often when those great news are coming, but those that gave me the reason to enter, I went in, and those two that stopped me three times before going in my direction, they did it, and I still managed to be in those trade. Yes. So I'm here again to talk about market structure, some key levels and key areas where you should be looking out to, so that you can also add some of my analysis to yours, so that to be confirming most of your areas for you. So stay tuned and enjoy. So I'm starting the week with that's the DSY. So from the 4 hour, this is how things are on my chart. Yes, I have some imbalance here, and probably this is the March high. As I said earlier, some of my previous videos, I'm still anticipating the March high before we can see just a bit drop, the deeper drop from the DSY. As long as we have there is an imbalance zone for here for price to come and fill. So there's a potential place that price will come to this imbalance zone, and then possibly reverse to touch this key level, and then potentially move to that level before we see that kind of move to the downside on the DSY. So stay tuned and then pay attention to these levels. Yes, that's the only time I'll be thinking of going short on the DSY, because we can see that if this is the imbalance zone, and we have 90-day point 100 level being respected, and this 92.800 has been respected and has been served as a great resistance for a quite while. So for me, price breaking this level, the moment price is able to maneuver and break this level, as I'm moving with this para channel, is probably that price could hit this level and come back and retest this 92.800, and then potentially move to the March high, these zones, before we think of coming back to the maybe to potentially come back to this level, so that we can have a pattern before price drops. Yes, or as I said, if price could continue, we'll be able to break this level and come back to this region. The moment price is able to break and come back to pull back to this certain levels like this, then we are still going to anticipate a move to the upside concerning the DSY before we think of selling. So the only place we'll be selling the DSY is this level, the 93.24. That's the only place that I'll be looking forward for a sales for the DSY. Or if price should move up to this level, and then quickly reverse back to here, we have slightly that price could come and test this structured level, fail to break this level to result in falling of the dollar. Yes, so if price potentially go to this to fill this imbalance zone, then price will potentially reverse back to this level. If price is able to come back to this level, then if here to serve as a resistance and price fails breaking of this 92.800 level for us, then we'll be looking forward to sell the DAS, because from the weekly we have to see a pullback to the downside before price continue going uptrend. Yes, continue to the upside. So the dollar has to fall a little bit. You have to retrace a little bit from the weekly aspect, but I'm not going to the weekly. I'm just staying with the 4 hour before we see another move to the upside. So just stay tuned and then pay attention to those levels. It's very possible that price could just possibly be consolidating from this range and then quickly drops. Yes, everything is possible. So just stay tuned and be paying attention to these levels. So back on the Euro USD, I don't want to waste my time. It's not that now that I'm going to show you some kind of levels, I'm just paying attention to what is happening currently on the market. So back on the Euro USD, you see this pair has been very choppy for most of us who has been falling victims to it. So I anticipate a move from this region last week. Yes, I said price will come back to see this area, then we see a push up, or to further we continue on. But I said I'll be waiting for price at this angle before I think of going long. and the CPI what brought price back to my entry level. I get triggered in, and then I just quickly close the trade from this angle. I quickly close that trade because I wasn't in the house, I was somewhere else, so I just used my phone. Then I just quickly closed the trade. For even I got to realize that even if I should be holding those trade, my stop loss would have been hit. So when I go back to the house, I was able to do this, to be thinking of what going long from this angle, and I'm long on this angle. I sent this area towards my VIP, so I'm long on this angle on Euro USD. So let me just push that thing aside and come to what I'm anticipating over, or what I'm looking for this week. As I don't want to contradict things, as the dollar keep pushing high, then I have to change my directional bias to what, to be also be selling. Or if the dollar should be sitting at 93.800 level, that 92.800 level, sorry, that 92.800 level, if price fails to break that level again, then we'll be the dollar should be moving towards to the downside, because from the weekly would know that it should be, if the dollar should be pushing to the upside, then I'm thinking of what, selling the Euro USD now. But I'm long on Euro USD, because if the dollar fails to break that level that I showed, then it means the dollar will be will be falling. So if the dollar will be falling, then technically Euro USD would also be going up. So the moment the dollar goes down to find a support or support somewhere else, and quickly continue moving to the upside, then definitely the Euro 2 will be starting to fall. Bear in mind of that. So what I'm anticipating over the weekend is, if price should push down, I'll be buying Euro USD this week. But the moment price should push up, I'll be looking forward to sell Euro USD. That's it. If Euro USD should push down on Monday to Tuesday, then I'll be looking forward to be going longs. But on Monday to Tuesday, if price should push high, then I'll be looking forward to sell the Euro USD. And these are the areas that I'll be looking forward to be selling, and the areas that I'll be looking forward to be buying. Because if price should come, it has something to do with this 1.17463 level. Price will react to it. Per the reaction, it will maybe pull back to this kind of level, and then quickly will come out to stop it. For the moment I notice a manipulation from the market, I will just wait price to come back into the zone. Then per the retest that will happen here, that I'll be looking forward to go long on the dollar on Euro USD. But if price should pull up, fail to break this structured level, comes up again, fail to break here, then I'll be looking forward to sell Euro USD back to this level. Two areas where I'll be waiting forward to go long to this level, in the same place. If price should pull up and fail to break that level too, then that is where I'll be looking forward to go short on Euro USD. Yes, I'm just going to trade in between these levels. So the moment the week opens and Monday and Tuesday just push up to this level, then I'll be looking forward to per the pattern that I will see here, any reversal pattern, then I'll be looking forward to go long. But if price should pull up to this level, then per the formation that I'll get here, that is will result me in buying this pair. So back on the GBP USD, the reason why I wasn't pushed to be entering trade this week on this pair was, it was very consolidating on this before Friday it moves to the downside. So nothing pushed me to be buying. I said in my last week video that I'll be going longs from here, and price came and respected that level, mostly. But the reason why I didn't enter those buy was, I'm already short on GBP USD. Yes, I'm swinging this pair. My first sell, my second sales from here. So I'm now going to add more sales to it, because from the look of things, you could see that price is falling, and the GBP, the pound is weak. So we could see that we are now moving with a bearish channel. I'm just focusing on what is happening currently, not moving back to be showing you anything, just what is happening. Yes, and what are the things that I might expect price to do before I look forward to to be. I used this to explain to somebody yesterday, so let me just close it. So yeah, so this is my outlook on GBP USD. Now there's no possible sell zone for me because price has come to that level again. I don't need price, but there was an imbalance here that I was expecting price to come and fill. But if price never come to that level, I'm just looking forward to be doing whatever I'm doing each and every day. So from the 4 hourly, yes, we could see that we are moving with this bearish channel. Yeah, and finally price has able to what to break this structure level 1.39,000 37,990 level. You know, it has served what a great what support and resistance level for a while, but currently price has been able to break it. You know, but during all this kind of noise over here, price never respected that level. But when it got here, this was where I wanted to get in, and price quickly did it, but I didn't enter those trade. So I was just paying attention with watching this pair. You know, not all the time that is good for you to be traded. Sometimes you have to be there watching what price is what is doing. So this market, I never entered, I never placed any trade on it. I was just paying attention to it. So now price is what is just, we have 4 hour bearish candles going heading towards to the downside. So currently what I'm expecting price to do is, there's nothing you can do concerning this area. So I'm looking forward to sell from this angle, to take my first sell from this angle with a confirmation of what this bearish channel that we are currently trading in. So if price should even come and then sit this level and then reverse to this level, I'll be looking forward to to take my sales. If it's not able to, if price does not break this low here and comes and then quickly moves to this level, I'm still be looking forward to to take my sales. I'm not expecting price to be coming back to this level again. Yes, until maybe we get to this to this level before price will be thinking of what's coming up or anything like that. But here is this, I'm looking forward to sales only on the GBP USD this week. So it's either price comes here, this a pattern, you can take a buy from this angle, you wait for a pattern over here, then you take a buy to this angle, then when finally price reaches to this level, then I'll be looking forward to take my sales. So I'm only looking for sales this week on GBP USD, and this is the area that I'm looking forward to take my trade. But bear in mind, price might do anything, it's not even coming back to this zone. So it's either price come back to this level and come and retest this key area for me. You see this level, that price this was nice, just don't pay attention to it. So if price could possibly move to the downside and come and test this angle here, and I'll still be looking forward to go short on GBP USD. So that's all I have on the GBP USD. As long as we are bearish, I'm only looking to take bearish trades. So on the Aussie dollar, this is how things are looking out for me. Yeah, and I didn't take any trade on this pair too. Yeah, I never placed any trade on this pair too last week. You know, when things are very rough for me, I don't take trade, man. It's better that I keep my money in a safe place than to be playing with the market. So what I'm anticipating over the weekend is, you know, I just used this to explain to somebody. Let me just delete it out of it and let's see. Well, so these are simple things that I'm expecting the market to do for me. But you know, we are most of the USD pairs, you know, if the dollar should push to the downside for a little retracement, then we should be expecting some little push back from the Aussie dollar too. There should be somewhat. I just shift back to the before we anticipate the move, because if the dollar should pull down to trace to a certain level before it continue going to the upside, then we are expecting the Aussie dollar to push to the upside and then just hit some certain levels, then continue to the moment the dollar gain the strength again, then we'll be sitting a push to the downside. So this is what I have on the Aussie dollar. So if price, you know, because we are already trading in this bearish channel, because everything is bearish. I don't like taking buys from a bearish movement or a market. So let me go to the 2 hour and see. Yes. So from the 2 hour, this is the structure level where I want to take my sales from, because it moves with my trading channel. This is the area that I'll be looking forward to be taking my sales from. So it's either price, there are two scenarios. It's either price pulls to the downside, and then because this is a key area for me, it is likely for price to reverse from 0.73,260 level. It's very possible for price to reverse from that area to push back to this kind of key areas or key levels before we see a continuation to the downside. But for me, if price should pull down Monday, if price should go down, then I'll be looking forward to buy or if price should pull Monday, Tuesday, then I'll be looking forward to what, to sell this pair. This is what I'm expecting, or I'm looking forward for price or the market to be doing. I'll be taking what, my sales from these areas. This is where I'll be taking those sales. So if price should pull up to break this this structure level, if price should able to break this area for me, because you could see that I have this trend line going to the downside. So if price should break this area, come back and sit to this level, this structured area for me, then I'll be looking forward to go long here, just a quick buy, because I'll be looking forward to take my sales from this angle to back to the downside. So this is all I have, where the bodies and everything is close beneath that level. So what I'm expecting price to do is, if the moment the market open, because you could see something is coming up from here. So the moment price open and then it's able to pull up to this level, able to break this lower high from this high, this angle here, then the push face to this kind of area, then I'll be looking forward to take a buy from here back to this zone. The moment price reaches here, then I'll be looking forward to go off from the market. That is when I'll be looking forward to go short from this level. So these are the particular areas that I'm looking forward to. I don't want the videos to be long. If price should be able to break and come, I'll be looking forward to take a buy, and my stop loss will be very tight to this level. Same level, this upside, I'll be looking forward to take my sales, and my TP is here, because I'm already swinging this setup. So it continue moving to the downside to this angle. So just watch this kind of levels. So back on NZD USD, this is how my last week went. I was able to bank this trade from the buy side and to the selling side too. And I talked about this last week concerning this level that we will be buying from this angle here. Price came and it moved 50 pips in my direction. I closed 80% of that trade, but I didn't move my stop loss to break even. And the CPI came and stopped me out. But when it stopped me out, I was on Zoom with somebody. So from around it was 18, yes, without 18 time GMT, I was on Zoom with somebody, and I told him to buy NZD now from that particular level. So we had a buy from this angle from the Zoom. Yes, I told that person to buy, and we all bought. He bought and I also bought. And then we woke up the next morning, and we were in deep profit. And I forgot that there was the NZDs have their interest rate coming on. So that interest rate was very positive for the NZDs, and then price quickly moved to the upside for us, and we quickly closed all our trade. And because we were taking our sales from here, and we quickly went in the sales from this angle. Price came, my second sales from here, double top, it came and broke, and this was the neckline being identified, and I added more sales from this angle. But when price started doing this, I closed most of my trade, but I just left this one to be running now. So as it stands now, I want to see price back at this level. It's possible that price could be getting back to this level. So let me delete it and go to the 4. I don't want to do anything else. It's moving within this bearish channel. So maybe I'm expecting the third touch to be around this level, and my second touch to be within this kind of level, 0.68,510 level. Yes, this is where my TP should be, was within this region, because it goes with my channel. So what am I expecting this week is, the moment price pulls down, maybe it will consolidate a while and pull back to those level. Maybe from Thursday that we'll be having the sell off, because if the dollar should be pulling down, then the NZD will also be definitely be going up. So bear in mind, whatever will happen, it's two things that we should be expecting this week. If price should pull up, then we'll be taking our sales. If price should quickly comes down and be able to break and comes to this region, then that is when we'll be taking the buys from. So it's two areas that we should be looking up to. Don't be entering trade in the middles. It's here to be going long from here, and to be selling from this region. These are the two places that I'll be looking forward to be taking my trades. possible buy zones and sell zones for me. I don't want to be showing any take profit of, but these are the areas that I'm looking forward to take trade, because this kind of market, it doesn't make sense for me right now. I'm not seeing things clearly now. So it's either price should move up Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday we sell, or price should pull up to this region, and Thursday, Friday we look forward to go long, know when to trade and know how to trade them. This is all I have from the NZDs, because as what is happening right now currently, like, things are being shifted, you see. So I'm just waiting to see clearly what the market wants to do, but I'm not expecting price to come in between this level. The moment price is in between these levels, then I'll be thinking of what going long on this pair, but I'm looking forward to sell this pair. So it's either price move up back to this level, then I take my sales from, or it moves to this. It's possible that price could come back to this level and give us what a pattern, and then quickly move back to here, and then we'll take the sales. I'm looking forward to be selling only this week, so just pay attention to those levels. So back on my favorite pair, is one of my favorite pairs. I anticipated this move that last week or so, yeah, that for me I will not be taking the sales from here. Yes, I said I won't take any sales from this angle, yes, until I see a clear shift. You see, until I see a clear shift, and price failed to break this angle. So I was anticipating a double top from here, so we're going the longs. So look at what happened. It came, respected that level, moved up, and then quickly moved to this. So he who sold from this angle, they are coming back for your stop loss. Anyone who sold from here, they are coming. If you couldn't take profit from this level, they are coming back, yes, to stop you. So what I'm anticipating over the week is concerning this pair is, you see, I want to see price back within this level before I'll be thinking of selling. Though I'm going short from here, but these sales I'll be taking from this angle, the risk on this is very less. It's very less. I'm using a less risk to be taking my fail sales from here, but it's still anticipating price to come back to this level. Why? Because when price got here, you see there were reactions. Yes, this is the match high. That why price go to it and reacted from it. But when price came back to this and quickly broke this level, price never resisted this area again, and it just went down. So I'm anticipating price to come back to this region before I'll be looking forward to sell this pair. Yes, before I'll be having the most confidence to be taking these sales. So what I'm anticipating and expecting price to do, it's either price to come from where price is now. It's very possible for price to be pushing up, go react to it, and then come back, and then quickly then sell off. It's very possible that price could do that. So on this pair, I'm not quite sure, because you could see that we are still in an uptrend. We are still at this lower here. Price has never been able to break it. The structure is still intact for to be looking forward the longs. So we are not that much bearish on GJ. We are not that much UJ. We are not that much bearish on this pair. So if you are trading this pair, very patient trading this pair. For me, I would rather be adding most of my sales from this angle. I know here goes with this 23 of my fib to be taking the sales from this angle, but I'll go in. I will add the first sale here with less risk and be waiting for price. If price should be able to come, fine, then I'll be adding more. But if price doesn't come to this region and then quickly move up to this level and then reverse back to this area to break this structure, then the pullback that will happen here, that is when I'll be going in more, and this is my take profit level. So this is simple on because I've not seen clear shift. I'm not seeing any bearish taking control over this now, so I wouldn't be anticipating any strong bearish to be selling this pair. Just waiting to see price at this angle so that I could go short, or if price is able to hit this level, come back and then test this structure area, that is when I'll be looking forward to sell. But my first sell is coming from this angle, and my second sell I'm waiting for price to come back to this level, and I'm waiting to add more sales. So on GJ, these are the possible areas that I'm looking forward to take my sales. These are the areas and what I'm taking my sales, and my stop loss just above this week. But I'm going in with less risk to wait to see if price will come back to this level again. Price will be able to what to come back to what this level again before we see the sell-off. So just pay attention to all those levels. So back on the Aussie Japanese yen, you know, everything seems bearish, 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 bearish. Like everything is trending to the downside. Yeah, this is one of the trades that I took. I don't know if I shared it last week on my weekly outlooks, like the 50% retracement from this swing high to this swing low. This is the 50% retracement. So I wanted to buy from this angle, but you know, the moment the market is very bearish for me, I'll be taking only what sales positions. So I had this kind of move last week. So what I'm expecting this week is I used this thing. What I'm expecting this week is, as you've seen, like I've already illustrated it on the board. Okay, so what I'm expecting this week, let me remove the flip from here. What I'm expecting this week is from this price. You know, we are currently bearish, so if price should pull up to this region, it's a structured level for me. If price should pull, the moment price should fall down, then I'll be expecting to buy maybe to this structure level. Yes, if price should, the moment price should descend on Monday or Monday to Tuesday, if price should pull to the downside, then the reaction base what will happen or on this level will trigger me to be going long on the Aussie JBPY. But I'm thinking of selling. So if I'm selling, I can be selling down here. I just need some small retracement back to this level again. Then I'll be adding more sales position to my sales already. So these are the areas that I'll be looking forward to be taking my sales, because you already know that we are moving with this bearish channel. Consider we are moving with this bearish channel. So we are maybe the third touch could be coming up somewhere else here. Yes. Let's take time. Yes. So somewhere else here, maybe we could have price to be, you know, price to go to this kind of key level for me, and then quickly move up to that side, and then we have a potentially to the upside, and then quickly sell off with the trend continuation. Because you can see that I have a key level 2 here that I'm anticipating price to come. So all my setups are this is swing, but this is not swing. This is what I need in the intraday. So this, I'm out of this market already. So what this is what I'm expecting this week to do, because we are moving this parallel channels, and they all have their second touch on it. So maybe the third touch, and then push up to get the third touch from this angle within here. Then I'll be looking forward to sell to the downside. So stay tuned for this kind of setups. Just waiting for price. That's one thing I always say: wait for price on this type of levels. Don't be rushing to be entering the market or be selling without any confirmation, or just simple. Just be waiting. Wait patiently. Because last week, Monday, Tuesday, I never had any I didn't enter any setup. Only on Wednesday and Thursday that I had the opportunity to be getting in the market. Or probably price could reject from this angle and then quickly push to the upside, and then you could possibly have a sell off. So just pay attention. The moment price started moving to the upside, then you should be looking forward to sell this market. And if price should quickly go to the downside, move up, fake out, come back in, then we're looking forward to go long to hit this target. That is all for me. These are the areas that I'll be looking forward to take my sales and my buy. So pay attention to all those levels, then wait for price on these certain levels. Don't be entering and using 100 pip stop loss. It won't help you. Back on GVP or CHF, this pair, man, you stopped me almost 2 times before I had this sell. My first sales here, I got stopped out. Second sales, but I never got stopped out. But I entered 2 times and one got stopped out because I moved one to break even. And when it came back to this level, I got stopped out. But when price came back to this level again, I managed to enter this trade again. and all these kind of setups were being sent to what, to my Telegram group. So last week I was anticipating what they sell from this structure level, and price came, it just tested that level and then quickly what, just sell off to this region. Let me go to the 1 hour so you can see it clear before I know if there is something that I'll be looking forward for this week. Yes, I anticipated this week a sell from this angle here, and you see price came, just respected that level, came back to the structure level. So when it came and I saw this double bottom here, that triggered me in that definitely price is going to fall. So people were buying from this angle too. Kind of what, structured whatever they were buying from this angle too. Price went up, but I have a limit order on this structured level too on CHF. My first sales were here, but I was still looking for price to come back and feel what this imbalance on this side. So I was anticipating that price will come back. I know in my mind definitely price will come back. So my second sell limit was here waiting for price. So here got triggered in and here got stopped out. So I was in first sales. So price just quickly fell to this angle, and I sent the signal out to my group within from this region also. Yes, for people to what I just sent for them to enjoy these sales, and price quickly came back with this bullish move to the upside to stop. I had some sales from this angle to stop people out. So it's kind of very tricky and risky this week trading this kind of pair. And finally price came. The moment I added another position, I know this pair will definitely fall. So I was very confident adding stacking positions on CHF GBP last week. So the moment I saw this kind of bearish pin buy again, and then I added one sell to it. But overall, I'm looking forward to close my trade on this structured level. Yes, this is where I'm looking forward to be closing my trade. The moment price hits this level, I'm out of CHF, and I want to see something developed before I'm thinking of adding more sales to it, because you see this kind of level here. So if price should come to this region and then move back to this angle and fail of breaking this structured level, that is when I'll be adding more sales back. This is my final TP on this pair. So if price should come back to this, the moment price hit this level, I will close my positions. It's either I close 80% and I move the stop loss to break even, and I'll be waiting for price to pull up to this structured area for me, so that I'll add more sales position to my trade. That's all I have on GBP CHF this week. So I'm now on the indices. So last week I shared something here on NAS, and I said that if the moment price hit this 15,000 level, price will quickly reverse. And look at what happened. Let me just hide everything. Look at what happened. The moment price hit this 15,000 level, then price just quickly reversed. It went to that level again, and then quickly reversed. And look at what was happening on the NAS. Yes, this when you know when to enter the market and when not to be getting in the market. So I shared these setups too in my Telegram group for free. Yes, I shared it. So let me go to the 2 hour. Just break something small down. Yes, so from the 2 hour, this is what happened. This was my structured level. Let me delete this thing from. This was my structured level that I was anticipating. If price is able to break this kind of structured level, then it has to come to this region before we see a sell-off. Yes, so this is the idea behind market structure. Let me post it. So yes, on the 1 hour, this is what happened. So the moment price broke this structured level, yes, I noticed that there's kind of imbalance here that price has to come and fill. That is why I anticipated this move, and clearly price just respected that level, and now this is where we are sitting on NAS. So let me just pull my level back. Yes, we are not still 100% bearish on NAS. Yes, we are not still 100% bearish on NAS. So what I'm anticipating is maybe price pull up to this region and then continue to the downside before we see a big move towards to the upside. Yes, because we are not 100% bearish or on NAS now to be thinking of selling. No, we are still on a bullish move. So what I'm anticipating that if price should pull up to this angle, then we could be looking forward to add more sales to this level back to here. Yes, the moment price pull up to this here, we will have more what sales position added to what until price reaches this level that will be anticipating price what, because it's a structured level for us to, when price hit this level, they will be looking forward to what, to go long on NAS. Yes, to be coming for this liquidity above here. We are not 100% bearish on NAS. Yes, and I'm a swing trader, and most often this is just a quick sell setup for me to be taken, because I already showed you last week that I have a buy position. I'm on long on NAS. Yes, and I'm still holding that long, because these are the kind of price that when you buy from the bottom, you should hold for a long time and be closing partial, not taking closing all those trade. Yes, so but when the moment I sell, it's a quick sell for me, because price will what, will be moving higher to the highest level. As long as these indices are still working and all these kind of companies are still moving, being productive each and every month, NAS will be what, will be soaring high. So the moment I'm in a long, I'll be holding, but when I'm selling, I will sell for what, a very quick short term. So this is what I'm anticipating over the week. This price should pull up to this region, and then from here, then I'll be looking forward to what, to go long. But if price quickly comes to this region and think the still what, be closing or be breaking this kind of structures, so you know when you should be targeting from here. This is the next structure level for you to what, to be targeting from this angle, so that you what, come the 14 to be or your next structure level that you should look forward to what, to be taking your profit from. So this is very long term thing, but I'm not being so rigid of, or just stick to what the sellers or the buyers or anything like that. I'm just waiting patiently to see what will happen to this angle. If price is able to break this structural area, then I'll be looking forward to take more sales from the NAS. I'll be looking forward to adding more sales, but no, probably this is a swing trade until next week that I'll be looking forward to get out of this sell zone. But what is going to happen that will trigger me to be what, to be out of on NAS. But as it stands, this is what I'm anticipating over the weekend. Price to what, quickly move up to the upside. It doesn't care if price could possibly come to this region before it comes to this level, then I'll be adding what, my sales to it. And here is where my final TP will be. It's either I close 90% of the trade and move to break even, that I will be aiming to this what, 14,063 level 2. So this is all